Okay, so um, stomach, one part, it produces stomach glands um, are present in middle zone, which are parietal or oxyntic cells. Both are the same. Okay, parietal is also called as oxyntic cells, which produce HCl and intrinsic factor. Okay, and one zone is basal zone, which produces sorry, not produces, but in basal zone chief cells or peptic cells or zymogen cells are present. All three are the same cell, just the names are different: chief cell, peptic cells, or zymogen cells. Okay, which produces pepsinogen. Then neuroendocrine cells, this is very 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 important, and the above part is also important. So, neuroendocrine cells, in neuroendocrine cells, first is D cell, which produces somatostatin. Okay, okay, D cells produces somatostatin. ECL, enterochromaffin like cells, which produces histamine. Okay, ECL present near parietal cells in gastric glands. It is present in gastric glands, but near parietal cells. Okay, so it is enterochromaffin like cells which produces histamine. Okay, then gastrin or G cells produces gastrin. Then ECC, enterochromaffin cells, not like cells but enterochromaffin cells produces serotonin. Okay, cells are also called as ECC, also called as cells of Kuchisky. 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 Okay, then this is the structure of stomach. Okay, this part is called as cardia, this part is called as fundus, this is body of the stomach, this is centrum of the stomach, and this part is called as pylori, which connects duodenum to stomach. Then chief cells or parietal cells which produce HCl and intrinsic factor, it is mainly present in body or fundus, body or fundus. Okay, here somewhere, but if both comes in option, mark body. Then these are also present, some little amount, these are also present in antrum. Okay, then gastric glands which produce mucus, and then pylorus or antrum. Okay, in antrum G cells, D cells, and chief cells are present. Okay, G cells, D cells, and chief cells are present. Little amount of G cells are present here also, but mainly it is present in body and fundus. Okay, and G cells, D cells are present in antrum. Then H plus secretion, okay, is done by increase H plus secretion is done by gastrin. Okay, parasympathetic first increases H plus, acetylcholine increases H plus, gastrin increases H plus, parasympathetic system increases, and then ECL, enterokinin. What was the full form? Enterochromaffin like cells increases H plus. It releases histamine. Okay, so in stomach H plus is more because of these four, mainly gastrin, parasympathetic system, acetylcholine. Okay, ECL increases H plus. So bicarbonate ions goes inside to neutralize it. Okay, bicarbonate ions get mixed with H plus, and potassium comes out under H plus, H plus K plus ATPase. Okay, okay, yeah. Then mechanism of action of PPI, proton pump inhibitor, is act at proton pump inhibitor act at H plus K plus ATPase. Here proton pump inhibitor act. Okay, so stomach. Now stomach has HCl which converts pepsinogen to pepsin, decreases pH also, which decrease pH act as bactericidal, helps to convert ferric into ferrous form, which is absorbed, ferric form stored. Then parietal cells in secretes intrinsic factor, in which combines with vitamin B12, which require for the absorption of vitamin B12, which is called a hematinic principle. Also secretes HCl. Okay, intrinsic factor and HCl. Then gastrin lipase, it is at acidic. Then pancreatic lipase, it is alkaline medium. Okay. Then this is the order to this is a mnemonic to remember what are the ions present in stomach secretion. मुझे ना कहो, magnesium, sodium, potassium and H plus. Okay, gastrin has these 4 ions. Okay, then gastric secretion phases, 3 phases are there mainly: cephalic phase, gastric phase and intestinal phase. Okay, so in cephalic phase, fed forwards, it is also called as fed forwards phase, in which if we think, feel, smell or see about any food, saliva increases in cephalic phase. Okay, it consists of around 20%. Okay, it is less like medium, and it is a parasympathetic because we think, feel, smell and see only, and saliva produces feed forwardly. Before taking food we think only, and that's why. Parasympathetic, it is vagus stimulation, occurs due to mechanicoreceptors occurs due to mechanical. Gastrin, gastric secretion phase, it is the main phase. Food is in stomach, since mechanical distension it secretes. Okay, it is the mean. It consists of 60 to 70%. Then intestinal phase, G cells of duodenum are stimulated for small time. G cells are stimulated for small time in duodenum. Then it consists of 10%. It is enterogastric reflex occur here. Enterogastric reflex occur, which increases secretin. What is the work of secretin? Release of bicarbonate ion, so increases pH and decreases gastric activity. Okay, then pancreas. So here is something to remember: carbohydrate digestion starts in mouth, protein digestion start in stomach, and fat digestion start in small intestine. So pancreatic, pancreas secretes both. Pancreas is also endocrine also and exocrine, but mainly exocrine. Okay, then it is highly alkaline because of bicarbonate, increased pH. Okay, then what is the pH of pancreas? We have to see from the chart. From that chart, the pH of 8 to 9. Okay, enzymes of pancreas are: first, pancreatic alpha amylase, which converts starch to maltose. Okay, then pancreatic lipase, then pancreatic esterase, then pancreatic proteolytic enzymes. Okay, now trypsinogen is present, chymotrypsinogen is present, procarboxypeptidase A and B type, ribonuclease, deoxyribonuclease and proelastase are present. Trypsinogen first, most powerful proteolytic enzyme, trypsinogen. Enterokinase, present in succus entericus, intestinal juice. It helps, enterokinase helps in conversion of trypsinogen to trypsin, which further activate all the other enzymes of pancreas. Trypsin gets inhibited by egg white, raw soybean, alpha antitrypsin. Okay, then regulations: vagus and parasympathetic stimulation. Okay, increases pancreatic enzyme. Vagus and parasympathetic stimulations increases pancreatic enzyme, which are similar to CCK. Okay, hormones. CCK P7, decrease gastric emptying, increase intestinal motility. Secretin, decrease gastric emptying, increase pH, okay, bicarbonate, and produced by S cells. Okay, then if pancreas are removed, okay, then what happens? Malabsorption, steatorrhea, okay, then D-xylose test we have to do. No, if pancreas are removed, then in D-xylose test what comes? Urine. It comes in urine and blood. No carbohydrate digestion, malabsorption or abnormality. No carbohydrate digesting, because it starts digesting in mouth only. Acanthosis nigricans. Steve Jobs has pancreatic cancer. Steve Jobs died because of pancreatic cancer, and he has only one system, which is acanthosis nigricans. Okay, then bile, which is secreted by liver. Okay, secreted by liver, concentrated by gallbladder. Bile is concentrated, also stores. Bile is secreted by liver, concentrated by gallbladder, and the gallbladder also stores bile. Okay, then gallbladder bile and liver bile. Gallbladder bile is 5 to 20 times concentrated than intestinal. Okay, here less concentrated. Here it is black in color. Okay, it is gallbladder bile. It is black and it is light in color. It is increased acid. It is not that much. It is increase in mucus, increase in sodium, decrease in calcium, chlorine, and decrease in water, because of it is concentrated and here water is increased. Okay, then third point, 500 ml of bile per day is secreted. Okay, in liver, 500 ml. Okay, half of 1 liter bile is secreted per day. Composition of bile is bile acid is to phosphatidyl coli is to cholesterol. Its ratio is 10:3:1. Bile acid, phosphatidyl coli, and cholesterol. Okay. Then bile pigments are golden yellow colored, minimal. Do not participate in digestion. Bile pigments are golden yellow colored pigments. Bile pigments are golden yellow colored, which are minimal. Okay, do not participate. Bile pigments do not participate in digestion, but bile acids and salts participate. Okay, now bile acids and salts, sodium or potassium salts of bile acids. Okay, bile acids are of two types, which are also formed in liver. Bile acids are also formed in liver, which are of two types: primary and secondary. Primary is cholic acid and chenodeoxycholic acid. Chenodeoxycholic acid, which is cholic acid. Secondary is D-cholic acid and lithocholic acid. Okay, this cholic acid is converted in presence of gut bacteria in D-cholic acid, and chemodeoxycholic acid is converted in presence of gut bacteria into lithocholic acid. Okay, when these combine with taurine and glycine, when sodium combines with the taurine and glycine, okay, it forms sodium tauroglycolic acid, which is a bile salt. Sodium tauroglycolic acid, which is a bile salt. Okay, which is a bile salt. It helps in emulsification of fat. It is amphipathic, forms micelles, and its function is easy digestion, easy absorption, easy transportation. Okay, function also called as function is also called as bile salts function, also called as detergent like action. Okay, then gallbladder is it decreases water, it concentrates the bile juice. Liver bile is 97% water, gallbladder bile is 90 bile is 98% water, 89%, sorry. What controls gallbladder flow of bile? Gallbladder flow of bile. If it is concentrated, then what controls the flow of that bile? Because it is very concentrated. So, fat-rich food will make it flowy. Okay, fat-rich food. Then cholecystectomy means gallbladder removal. Here fat digestion occurs, but if we eat lots of after removal of gallbladder cholecystectomy, fat digestion occurs but minimal amount. Okay, so we advise less fat diet. But if we eat lots of fatty food, then digestion is a problem. So cholecalcic versus cholegog, we have seen cholecalcic is increased synthesis of bile and cholegog is increased contraction of gallbladder, which is most potent is CCK cholegog, and here most potent is cholecalcic is increased synthesis of bile, most potent is bile salts or acids. Okay, now gallstones, 85% are cholesterol gallstones which are radiolucent. Okay, and 15% are pigment stone which are radio opaque. In kidney we have seen only one radiolucent, only one radiolucent kidney stone, which is lux, uric acid. Okay, and then small intestine, major site for absorption of carbohydrate. This is the major site for absorption of carbohydrate, proteins and fats, means major site for digestion. Villi, mainly villi, the height of villi is 1 millimeter. Okay, in our question, each villi has a lymphatic vessel which is called as lacteal, smooth muscle fiber, venule, arteriole, nerve. Each villi has these. Microvilli is 1 micrometer in length and villi is 1 mm in length. Okay, height 0.1 micrometer in width. Okay, surface area of intestine because of villi and microvilli increased by 2 million centimeter square. Increased by 2 million centimeter square. Okay, so the crypts between the villi is called crypts of Lieberkühn. Crypts of Lieberkühn. Simple tubular glands that do not penetrate the muscularis mucosa. These are simple tubular glands which do not penetrate the muscularis mucosa, lined by low columnar epithelium. Active mitosis occurs here, replacement of lining of small intestine every 3 days. Here active mitosis occurs, so replacement of lining of small intestine in every 3 days. Okay, lining of small intestine consists of 3 cells: goblet cells, Argentaphin cells, and Paneth cells. Okay, goblet cells secretes mucus, we all know. Argentaphin cells consist of serotonin, we have seen in secretin. Secretin also has a Argentaphin cells. Secretin also a part of Argentaphin cells, but main function of Argentaphin cell is serotonin secretion, and S cells secretes secretin. Paneth cells are defensin, enterokinase secretes defensin, enterokinase, which converts trypsinogen into trypsin. Okay, which activates all other pancreatic enzymes, and guanylin. Okay, then small intestine, duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. Okay, this is very complicated, I have written, but it is very important. In duodenum, iron, fat, folic acid, and all other are absorbed. Here mainly all others like calcium and etc. Everything is absorbed in jejunum except iron, fats, T acid, and folic acid. And in ileum, vitamin B12 and bile salts mainly absorbed. Okay. Jejunum means emptying. Okay, so because it is, the name is given because it is empty during post-mortem. Okay, it is empty. only part which is empty of GIT. Upper 40% is jejunum and lower 60% of small intestine is ileum. Duodenum is consists of Brunner's gland, which consists of 0.2 ml. It is alkaline, but not duodenum is duodenum is not alkaline, but Brunner's gland is alkaline, but it is very small, 0.2 ml. Okay, that's why it has do not it does not affect the pH of duodenum. Okay, but pancreatic is alkaline. Pancreas is alkaline. Then jejunum consists of plicae circularis, which is a mucus excessive folding. Means like this. In jejunum, there is mucus folding like this. Plicae circularis, mucus excessive folding. And in ileum, there is present Pierce patches, the lymphatic follicles underneath epithelium. Then Brunner's gland is the first part of duodenum. Which ulcer occur in first part of duodenum? Gastric ulcer or duodenal ulcer? Obviously, duodenal ulcer. Then where gastric ulcer occur? It occurs in pylorus, pre-pylorus area of stomach. Okay, I have completed this in medicine physio. Medicine GIT. Okay. Brunner's gland, first part of duodenum, it is present here, and increased mucus secretion when increased fat is taken. If fat is increased in diet, then increased mucus secretion by Brunner's gland. Okay. Then succus entericus is the secreted by crypts of Lieberkel. pH is 7.8. 1.8 liters per day secretion is there. Then it secretes what? Succus entericus, intestinal juice secretes enterokinase. Okay. What cells? Paneth cells secretes enterokinase. Okay. Enterokinase, intestinal lipase, eripsin, mixture of peptidases, disaccharides, monosaccharides, maltose. Here maltose and lactose gets converted in monosaccharides, like maltose converted in glucose, and lactose converted in glucose and galactose. Okay, then and sucrose converts what? Glucose and fructose. Then cholesterol esterase is also present there. Pepsinogen, it is activated by HCl gastrin. Pepsinogen activated by HCl gastrin. It is a protein polypeptide. Okay, digest protein. Okay, curdling of milk in adults is done by pepsin. And in infants and animals by caseinogen gets converted in presence of renin to casein. Okay, milk protein, milk sugar, lactose. Milk sugar is lactose. Then large intestine. No villi are present here. No plica circularis. Circularis is present in eye. Okay. Wall of colon is folded into saculations by contraction of smooth muscles. Wall of colon. The wall of colon is folded into saculations by contraction of smooth muscles. 3 bands. Tinea coli. This is tinea coli. This is henestra, which is a puckering of wall. Okay. No plica circularis, no villi, but wall of colon is folded into saculations by contraction of smooth muscles. It is folded. Okay. 3 bands. One is present here and the other two are backside. Okay, which are called as tinea coli are these, and hostra are puckering of wall like this. And tinea coli are cut, large intestine gets smoothened. Okay, then main function is absorption of water, mean side is cecum. No digestive enzymes, no digestion occurs here. There are no digestive enzymes. Okay, goblet cells are present, mucosa is secreted. Bacterial growth. Vitamin K synthesis occurs here because vitamin K forming bacteria present here. Flatulence gas occurs here because because of reaction bacteria, CO2, H2S, hydrogen gas can be produced. Okay, then fibers. Okay, undigested food produces undigestible food. Fibers are the undigestible foods. Okay, it increases bulk and peristalsis movement. Okay, then improves pp, postprandial level. Okay, sugar increases in blood after eating food or postprandial in diabetes mellitus. So let's see here. Because fiber makes a barrier. Okay, the fiber makes a barrier between the wall of large intestine and uh, um, absorption of the food, between the food and the large intestine. Fibers, a fiber rich food makes a barrier, so the it does not absorb easily, so makes a barrier, so sugar is not absorbed easily. That's why in diabetes mellitus patient we advise to increase fiber rich diet. Okay, so improve postprandial, it will fiber rich diet improves postprandial level in diabetes mellitus. Sugar increases in blood after eating food but decreases in postprandial. Okay, now you got it. Fibers also prevent cancers. Okay, form mechanical barrier. It forms mechanical barrier between food and absorptive surface of large intestine. Okay, decreases cholesterol level, especially LDL, low density level lipid, low density lipid. Okay, then fibers bind to bile salts. Fibers binds to bile salts and increases excretion of bile salts. Fibers go and binds to bile salts. Okay, and increases excretion of bile salts because fibers gets excreted. It is not getting absorbed, so it will excrete. So if it binds with bile salts gets excreted. Increase bile salt secretion. Decrease cholesterol as bile salts are formed from cholesterol. Bile salts are formed from cholesterol. 10 3 1 is to 10 is to 3 is to 1 we have seen now. So bile salt secretion, increase bile salt secretion decreases cholesterol as it um, cholesterols are also getting secreted. Bile salts are formed from cholesterols. Okay, then decrease body cholesterol by by increasing cholesterol in utilization. Decrease body cholesterol by increasing cholesterol utilization. Okay, body's cholesterol getting decreased by increasing cholesterol utilization. Then liver consists of Kupffer cells, which are phagocytotic cells, part of reticuloendothelial system. Okay, liver is the largest gland. It is 1/6 of liver is left. If 1/16 of liver is left, it can regenerate. Okay, it has the capacity to regenerate. One question had come in one exam. 3/4 of liver removed. If 3/4 of the liver is removed and 1/4 only left, then it will regenerate in 6 to 8 weeks. Okay, 6 to 8 weeks it will regenerate. Clinical CF means synthesized in liver. Clotting factors are synthesized in liver, all except 13 and 3. All clotting factors are synthesized in liver except 13 and 3. Clotting factors affected by liver, not affected by liver. So except 3 and 13, obviously it will not come. Factor 8 is not affected by liver, since instead of instead it is synthesized in liver only, but it will not affected by liver because because of von Willebrand factor. Factor 8 is synthesized by liver, but in liver disease it is not affected because most of it is with von Willebrand factor in the subendothelium. Subendothelium. Okay, thank you. This is now our GIT physio and medicine both completed.